Welcome back, dear viewers. I just looked up what voice I gave Mom, and giving the emotional tone of the scene, I'm so very sorry. For the two of you, just this once. Wait. So, upon saying that, Mom handed us each 100 yen coins. That day was a cold winter day at the mountain aquarium souvenir area. The smell of construction lingered faintly in the air. There were manta and penguin stuffed animals, stationery with their logo on it, and various souvenirs. At the entrance to that souvenir stand, there were the gacha machines containing that keychain. I don't remember all of the various types, but Star Sand was packed in the plastic drops, and the charms were all molded after fish at the aquarium. It was fairly typical for a gacha, but that time it seemed very enticing to me. It was the same for Mary, and we gazed into the gacha machine. Mary was the one who would usually beg our parents at this point. But neither of us had bought a souvenir, and both of us said we wanted the keychains. Since Mom couldn't be completely broke, she emphasized the one time only bit. Yay! Maui held out both hands with glee, while I promptly just smiled. I remembered that inside I was just as happy. As to which of us went first, it was of course the more assertive Mary. She was always like this, a cheerful and inquisitive child. How cute, Mr. Star. Mary, wait a minute. Okay. Mary got a starfish charm keychain. At this point, Mary still didn't know the difference between a starfish and a star. I was next to get one. It was a pink drop with a jellyfish charm. Jellyfish. That's the one I wanted most. Mary pointed the index finger of her tiny hand, exclaiming in a loud voice. Mary was just learning how to use first person when she mentioned herself. Instead of a normal I or me, she said it slowly. Hey, big sister, trade me! No way! I want this one. Naturally, as I had already fallen in love with that design, I obstinately turned her down. Upon begging my mother for one more time, my mother, who had warned us earlier, held her purse strings tight, leaving Mary to sulk. Fine, stupid big sister. Without listening to my mother's admonishments, she went off. Sulking after being called stupid, I naturally didn't chase her right away. My mother, being optimistic about the aquarium's small size, also waited a while to go looking for Mary. That was a mistake. And now, all I'm left with are my regrets. If only I had gone after her sooner. If only I had traded her keychains in the first place. Even so, the past is unchanging, and I am left with only my regrets to bear. So in case I could ever trade with Mary again, I've stubbornly carried around that keychain, the one with a pink droplet shaped and the jellyfish charm like a treasure. I rummaged through my bag, seeking to feel the keychain in my hand. Huh? Why? At a time like this, I had forgotten to bring it. The keychain wasn't in the bag, nor in my pockets. Huh? A sigh naturally slipped out of my body. After all, I've lost sight of Mary and strayed from Jimeno. Jimeno has the building map, so there's nothing I can do. Huh. At that moment, a pungent aroma floats by and causes me to speak in surprise. Unable to bear the irritating stench, I pinch my nose. Still, the stench seems to twist in my nose. It's made of the smell of sewage, sulfur, and the nauseating stink of vinegar. As soon as I try to get away from the smell, something soft creeps along the bottom of my foot. As I hesitantly look down, I realize the true identity of the putrid odor. It's a corpse. I'm not sure what type, but it's as big as my arm span. The body is slowly decaying and hasn't retained its original form. Yet, by its bulging round eyes and slightly extended tail fin, I can just barely tell it was a fish. I couldn't tell right away, but it has a silhouette similar to a pirauchu. I feel like I've seen those eerie, glaring eyes, characteristic of a freshwater fish. I feel sick. I move my foot slowly and a small fragment of the corpse sticks to the bottom of my shoe, on the underside of which I notice something wiggling desperately. The slight sound of flapping wings departs from beside my ear, and I understand that the wiggling thing is an insect. Ah! Shaking, chills run up my spine, as if someone had pressed ice to it. I take a step back and drop my cell phone. The phone reacts with the backlight and LCD screen coming on, illuminating the dead body. The syrupy dead body absorbs the light, and the winged insect that flees to avoid it. There is also a meandering white nematode that seems not to notice. The backlight soon disappears, leaving its stench amidst the darkness. The shadows of those hideous insects are scorched into my retinas, and they sway like the light of a heat haze in the darkness. Something was creeping up from the pit of my stomach. Question. When did the lights go off? Okay, I will do it. Wait, just quickly save. Quickly save. And I'll do it. I immediately shut my mouth, enduring what had come up. The intermingled acidic taste of the vomit that had come up and the scent of stomach acid lingering in my nostril mixed with salvia and caused my eyes to water in pain. Why was it so painful? I can't figure out the answer to my doubts, not at all. I cover my eyes with both hands. I couldn't have made it if I didn't. but shutting out my vision leaves my sense of smell, causing the smell of rotten water and the stench of the dead body to become more intense, so I uncover my eyes. No, what is it? This is a place for the customers. Is it really alright for this to be here? On top of that, I was in the middle of chasing Mary, wasn't I? No, that isn't the problem. It's strange enough that there is a place like this in the middle of an aquarium. Anyway, I have to get out of here. The stench is so overpowering that it's as if I can't see it. I want to get out of here quickly, satisfying myself with the argument that it's a garbage dump or something, and that if I only get away, I will be fine. At any rate, I can go back the way I came. No, that's no good. I might run into Jimeno. At this moment, I don't want to see her face. My eyes, having adjusted a bit to the to the darkness, as search for a way out, completely ignoring my smartphone, which probably has a torch app, a flashlight, a light app, something that could light the darkness. No, I'm just enduring it. Cool. Here the tanks are broken, the little remaining water stinking, and the bodies of living things have tumbled out here and there. I think about how happy I am that I can't see. Why are you happy about this? Are you insane? Even so, to find the exit I will have to look around. My nose has begun to go numb, and thanks to that I'm somehow able to withstand my sanity. Before long I find a dim emergency light behind one of the tanks, and I head towards it as if it were the last hope I could cling to. I feel squishing several times beneath my feet, but I try to ignore it and move on. As I move towards the emergency light, it seems the smell is becoming faint. Huh? I get used to the scattered shards of glass and the rotten fish corpses just before I reach the door. The tip of my shoe feels as if it had kicked something hard, something different from before. Wondering what I had kicked, I casually look down. It's a dead human body. No, it's gonna be Mary. I get the sensation that all the blood has stopped flowing through me, and that my heart has stopped completely. The round thing I kicked has patches of hair, 2 eyes, a nose with a bone to it, and a mouth. Altogether it is a human face! Well, it's not Mary, but I call it the human part. Half a point to me. Speaking accurately, it's a head wizard in the face. It's completely lifeless and rolls away with a flopping sound when my foot touches it. Seeing the state the head is in, I begin to feel ill again, despite having finally calmed down from before. Of the white cranium, only the forehead area seems to be exposed. It seems this is new and has only just begun to decay. No. For starters, there is no way a human head should be rolling around here. It's my imagination. Oh, now it's your imagination. It couldn't be your imagination before with Mary, couldn't it? Sheesh. Or it has to be from some model. I haven't yet looked in the direction it was rolling, convincing myself that it isn't a human head. It really is different, so there was no satisfying myself. I place my hands on the door in an attempt to escape. Unable to control my shaking hands, it takes 3 tries before I can open the door. It's a heavy fire door that is usually open. This is... I step inside with my thoughts racing, and the atmosphere changes completely once more. I can hear the sound of the door closing behind me. Inside is a very clean place. The transparent water is tinted a faint blue, and inside float fantasy-like jellyfish. Countless pillar-shaped tanks are spread around, and the water shimmers as it reflects the light of the fluorescent lamp. Red and yellow, green and purple, the jellyfish bodies diffusing light like a prism. In spite of the strange space I have reached, I am fascinated by the shimmering live art display. Himeno, I mutter without thinking. Then I quickly shake my head, erasing the image of Himeno's face that appears in my mind. Earlier, she didn't come after me. After all, Himeno chose on her own to part ways from me. No, she... Not really. You ran away like a lunatic. Twice! Don't put it on Himeno. That's all you, Mayumi. After all, Himeno chose on her own to part ways from me. I'm sure it's because she dislikes me now. It isn't something I should worry about. Even at a quick glance, I can see that there are various types of jellyfish in the tank. Having made efficient use of the small space, it's a charming area. It vividly expresses the starry sky as is fitting of the name Mountain Aquarium. Compared to the earlier Fish of the World booth, this one isn't the least bit in decay. I wonder if Mary came this way. The break is dangerous, I can't do anything by stopping here. I have to press on. Okay, let's do a quick save. Because I think this will be the first really important choice here. Now, my thinking real quick is... Oh, look at the time. That's my thinking. I'm out of it. So, till next time, dear viewers. Until next time.